Trifactor podcast. Here with Andre and a new face, but same jersey. You have Sion tonight replacing Suade. Man United fan, so don't expect much from him.
I'm not biased.
I wouldn't talk. I ain't gonna talk about Sir Alex Ferguson again, but
Nah, that's fine. Right, so you go pump through some topics tonight. First topic, I just had it. All right, talking about agents. Anybody want to go first? Who are the first pop-up agents? Andre, you look like you have some chest burn. Something to get off your chest with this one. No?
I can't. But I have things to say, but I can't.
So you go second then.
I'm gonna go second.
All right, Sion, take us off, Sion, boy. Agents. You like them? Don't you like them?
No. Well, some agents cool.
Right.
You know, like this guy, like Ronaldo agent, he cool.
Yeah, Jorge Mendes. And the boss.
But Riola, oh god, boy.
What about him though? What about him?
I just think, business-wise, yeah. Good. But I just think sometimes you just need to shut up.
Yeah.
You need to hush sometimes because why would you, like with Pogba? You just always talking, you know? I'm probably too old. But I know, like, if this was Fergie days, or no, Pogba still not playing.
He might not come back in.
It's like Erling Haaland. I was telling somebody, I could tell you exactly how Erling Haaland correct when I go. From probably when I go to Real Madrid, or you're gonna come to England. The City, Chelsea,
or Pula. Ain't getting Pula a chance.
I don't think Liverpool will spend that kind of money, you know? Okay. Because I think his release scores is next year is 60 million.
Yeah, he put in something to keep it a cap on it, yeah.
And if you have to buy him out of these release scores, I'm pretty sure they're gonna call it as probably 80 million.
Yeah, that's something
every weekend this man scoring goals.
Yeah. Even though he threw a penalty this weekend or last weekend and the loss.
Just throw away penalty.
Yeah, no. So, I just want to fight him because we can't get him at all.
Yeah, you ain't getting him.
Come on. The table sides can't afford that. You realize these sides afford. The sides that can top four. Why would he leave Dortmund? Well, he's not going to win the Bundesliga. But the Arsenal is definitely not going to win the
He'll come to play, pure football on that.
How about the Bundesliga? But Dortmund is a selling club. So
yeah.
They just prove up all the talent, basically, and also Minari did the best thing. And there.
Yeah.
But so you don't see his old talk as being somehow helping his clients.
Yeah. Basically, he's like the Jose Mourinho. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Because it's always staying on some kind of controversy. And putting like value on the clients. But think about it. Pogba will sell for more money than De Bruyne.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, well, because it's 1 year on his contract, but let's say
maybe not anymore.
Let's say De Bruyne, let's say it's a level playing field. Both of them have like 4 years on the contract. Pogba is the bigger asset.
But I mean,
but that's because I think. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'm gonna say you don't even have to say hypothetically, right? I don't even remember. I don't remember what year Pogba went to Manchester, and what year
exactly.
And then what year De Bruyne went to City.
Ooh, you go hammer fishing, boy. I don't want to fish.
No, but
I think like 2014. It was in Ivan Hall era.
So I was saying you don't even have to say hypothetical. It happened. It happened where De Bruyne went in Germany and smashed it up, all kind of assists and all kind of thing. And yet what he sold for to come City was still less than Pogba. Well, even at that stage.
But you have to remember, right? At that time, Pogba was the best midfielder in the world, basically. At that time.
He was. No, Andrew, I'll give him this. I wouldn't say the best, but I was saying Pogba in Juve. Even though you wouldn't rate Pogba in Juve, I was rating the man real high, Andre. Dog.
Was Pogba even better than Vidal in that team?
Not to me, no. But the potential.
Okay.
The potential. What's now, Andre? I wanted Pogba bad.
I understand, but Pogba was always a potential player. He wasn't a man that was turning in week in, week out. Oh, he is a big player, period, and thing. Like for me, he was always a potential man. It's like, oh, give him a couple of years, he could end up being thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that way was buying him off of.
Maybe.
And, how long Pogba in Man U? 5 years in the 5 or 4 years Pogba in Man U. I think that's the challenge with everybody. He's not consistent. But on his day, I don't think anybody in world football will hit a pass like Pogba from deep. Who hit that kind of pass?
All kind of men though.
On his day. You know what I say, right? On his day.
On his day, nah. It's still have men.
And defense, 8 men running at them. Pogba is one of the most dangerous men. Get the ball from deep.
But he's too lazy. But anyway, guys, let me don't go off on the Pogba tangent. Andre, agents.
The thing about agents is my 2 cents about agents is every now and then you see someone like my bacchanal radar or my spidey sense or something go off. Every time I see about every few months you'll see an article come out from Athletic or somebody talking about trying to detailing how much money agents make and all kind of thing, right? And I was always asking myself, all right, agents
5% or 20%. What?
Agent does represent the interests of a player in negotiations with clubs and in negotiation with brands and whatever.
Yeah.
How come we does never get the same kind of breakdown for clubs? I want to know. So if you want to give me numbers on how much agents make, don't give me a number without no context. Do some kind of maths and tell me what's the money that a player does make for a club over the course of their contract. So how much money Paul Pogba make for Manchester United? Yeah. And how much of that money went to the board and how much went to whatever? Before you try to paint the agent as this boogeyman that thieving money now. Because all the agent really doing is representing this client to make sure he get the best contract, to make sure he get the best deal in terms of in protecting him and his career. Yet immediately I feel as if it's I don't want to say conspiracy, but I feel as if it's like clubs and thing. They have people placed in Athletic, whatever, to try to form the minds of fans watching the game to think of agents as these third party criminals and things. But it's like, dog, they're actually protecting players. That's what they do.
Right.
No. Should they not be paid for that?
Yeah, of course, but not all. I don't think all agents give the players best advice.
Oh, sure, for sure. No doubt.
Think about it. When Man City was invented in 2008. and they had money and like, what's this guy named the Brazilian and Robinho?
Robinho, yeah.
If you real, you had so much talent. Why would you go there? Because it's money.
Money?
That was definitely a money move, yeah.
So, I look at it that way also.
But I never give a man wrong for chasing the bag. Eh?
Yeah.
And I don't even disagree with that, right? So it's true, but then at the same time, all right, how much did the signing of Robinho change Manchester City's commercial what's the word I'm looking for, boy?
I don't think the trajectory or brand, all right, but I don't think Robinho changed it much, but all it did was, I don't think Robinho changed it much. Dog, think about Robinho's time in Man City, Andre. Think about it. What was the highlights and what were the highlights of his career in Man City?
Hold on, pause. Before you even answer that, was Robinho there when they won the title?
No.
I didn't think so.
He didn't do anything.
No, honestly.
He didn't do anything for them. But he was there with Samaras and the legend Robert Ireland and things like that. And Don and things. So he didn't have much chance to win a title.
Robinho bring. So I'm trying to think about an analogy real quicker, but Robinho brought people.
It brought City on the radar as a big club. Maybe.
It brought people watching the Manchester derby in a different way. You know what?
Robinho? Not yet, Andy. Not yet. That was too early.
I am telling you. I actually remember it. I don't want to put my head on a block, but I think the first derby where Robinho was in it, they won that game with Sean Wright Phillips and him and thing, whatever. But what Robinho did was it changed. Look, people actually gonna watch City games now. Nobody watching no City game other than the derby. Now you're gonna watch City to see Robinho. Let me see how hot he gonna play.
I didn't even watch the derby back then, though. To be honest,
I don't think so.
He changed the profile though, and he was the first. He was the first, and that allowed for it not being so unrealistic for City to go after David Silva, for City to go after. It just changed. Okay, if Robinho could go, maybe I could go too and join that, and we could make our own superstar team.
What I think that did was just made people stood up and look like, okay, City have money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be a dangerous thing, but let's be real here. I think if City win the Champions League, let's just say for some reason this year. City win.
Sorry,
they win all four trophies, right?
Blame COVID.
No. I'm blaming COVID. I still don't think anybody will really look at Man City as a serious side.
Nah, man.
Commercially, think about it.
That's your Manchester United coming out to you there.
No.
And I love it.
No, but think about it. Even Arsenal will still be, I think, a bigger commercial pull than City, even if they win the four trophies.
Commercially, and I was putting into my take on agents. Commercially, when you're talking commercially, I don't know, City's in a weird space, boy. I don't know if it's because we don't count them as a quote-unquote traditional club yet, but they still don't seem like that would have hardcore fans, and I think that is the time when we say that a team is have branding pull when they are traditional hardcore club. But anyway, that probably the old guard or patriarchy that had to be broken down. Anyway, but agents, right? So like I always tell people, now when somebody could pay you 120 mil, I mean them probably making a billy dog, right? So clubs that could pay Pogba or buy Pogba for 120 and pay him how much? 2 something. That means they're making real money, dog. Jerseys, the tickets, and don't talk about the TV deals in England, right? So my thing about Mino is, and you watch it, Mino, what do you call it? Clients love him, dog. Love him. You never hear one of Mino people talk bad about him ever, dog. Never.
But I think didn't Lukaku leave him though?
No,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I wouldn't say.
I think he had one high profile client that leave him, that chose somebody else because they didn't want no more Fandangos. They didn't want no more.
Lingard, because I know Lingard signed with Mino. I don't even know what happened. I just think like he probably couldn't get out.
Yeah, Mino probably fired him.
Mino fired Lingard if it was anything. But
I don't know. But like Lingard or not, you sure guy. I mean, commercially, Lingard was selling something. Commercially,
barely. But in terms of agents, like the Minos, Pogba love him, Zlatan love him.
Yeah.
Who else on that Mino? Well,
Balotelli was
Haaland.
on the.
Oh my God, nah. Well, that he heading good and me no heading good, so that could not work out.
That's why it backfired.
Could be. This guy Kia Girapchian, who is Edu best friend and bringing in all the Brazilians there. Now I think that's a real big conflict of interest that he's Edu's good friend and Edu is a technical director, dog, and all of a sudden bringing in real Brazilians. Now I don't mind, but just the conflict. That's how it looks from the outside house. David Luiz and Willian, dog. That seemed like that it backfired for him. He could lose his work because of that, and it's still a good friend.
The other agent they talk about is I think it's the same Jorge Mendes and all the players from Wolves. All the players in Wolves that Wolves seem to be buying just because of their influence with him and not because they need the players.
But you never hear anything about him really though. He's like a clean kind of the polar opposite to me, no.
Well, this is what I'm saying though. So every few months you will see an article talking about these super agents and they always put him in that bracket, right? He has so much influence and they basically they try to write the articles as if these fellows are running some kind of ball in clubs now, influencing the game in a bad way and thing. So
yeah, but I mean, I understand what you're saying and I agree with it, but the agents, that's a job. So if a club wants to pay me $10 million, why are you gonna tell you no? I'm a fool. So let's say like all these players that Arsenal have and the contract run. No, just saying now. No, like Arsenal have a lot of players contract running out.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an agent dreamland.
No, all right. Beside the agent side, beside the agent side, whoever is the contract manager and well, they did fire him, right? And we got a new man who was the Premier League lawyer or something. Some man named Garlic. He come as the contract man now. Dog, you have not sold Sanchez, Ozil, I think it's Mustafi now, Papastopoulos for any money, but yet Solanke and Ryan Brewster cost like $46 million, dog. Like horse, you are terrible at your job. And that is madness. But that's beside the point. So let me wait till the title race now.
Title race. Mendes, sorry, one more.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your last point.
with Mendes, the reason why Wolves keep bringing in all his fans because he is part owner of Wolves or something like that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's the conflict. Let's talk about the conflict of interests. He has some kind of percentage or something, some sort of. He has something involved.
That's true.
If you look at, is that you on the board or?
We go look it up. We go look it up. But that's why people bring it up. It's like a conflict.
But think about it. What players on Wolves side you think will go in and walk into one of the top 6 side? They mightn't start.
No.
By Jimenez.
Now, them players,
Jimenez for sure.
Except the last one, the Fabio Silva, youth man up front. Yeah.
But I don't know if Jimenez under Jorge Mendes, though. I don't know if Jimenez is his client.
I think so.
Okay, well then, Jimenez is probably the best man there. The best man. Nelson Smedo was good.
Moutinho.
He old, man. He old. Anyway, top title race. See, I was saying, what going on with all you? Talk to me.
Well, from jump, I told you, I said, you're going.
Yeah.
I don't think you can sustain a title challenge.
Why not?
As yet.
All that money you're spending?
No matter what money we spend, think about it. What money man we spend in the last couple of years? Like how much money we got Robert Maguire. Other than that, yeah.
BA
and that's the reason why we got Robert Maguire.
Maguire, Tellez, Wan-Bissaka.
Tellez was like $15 million.
For backup left back.
Now let's spend plenty of money, man. Let's spend plenty of money. Don't forget you bought your best player. You bought Bruno Fernandes as well.
True.
So
right,
you bought
last few years.
So basically half your starting lineup you buy.
Alright, but let's go back to this here.
Yeah, let me hear.
I never said anyone here. I just don't think the side ready and the coach ready as it to win a title.
All you need again.
Right now, I think what we need to do is kneel down second place and win a trophy.
Nail second place down?
I don't think we're going to get City. You can't.
No, nobody going to get City.
Listen, you can't be in a title race and lose to Sheffield United.
That's true.
So first, second, third. Who's first, second, third this season?
I honestly feel a City, Manu, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Good. We'll say who's first, second, third.
All right. So I think well, Leicester just keep chugging along. Well, City is going to run away with it, I think. Liverpool to me is going to get a late season burst and come second. Manchester then Leicester. Manchester United then Leicester. Yep.
God. I think it's also City Liverpool. I don't think City. So I think people forget just because City have a good winning record right now, and they just blitz. I think they just blitzed yesterday, and then not yesterday, the day before, and then before that, they had another game where they scored a couple goals, right? But remember, they've been struggling to score goals. I don't think that's solved. I don't think that's solved. Just don't forget the 4 goals come from Alisson being an idiot. Right? so there's still the issue of will City be able to continue scoring goals? I don't know. So I don't think they're running away. But I've maintained for the whole time. I tell you, City is the best team in the league. City is the best team in the league.
Yeah.
City is the best team in the league, right? But so I think City, Liverpool. I think Liverpool once Jota come back.
Wait. So what happened to them without Jota?
So remember they had this has been bubbling under the surface for a while for me too. So as far as I'm concerned, Firmino, they've always had an issue with they need Mane and Salah to be busting because Firmino is not scoring no more, right? Okay. Them men started looking like, I remember last season, we were starting to talk about them men like they're greedy and they in competition with each other. They're passing and ting, whatever. Okay. So every now and then they blitz a team, but then other games, they have games where they look just like this, where it's flat, they kind of relying on each other too much and they being too greedy in some moments, whatever. What Jota brought was, all right, they now have a third person that can score goals, and Jota make them 2 men stop being greedy and start actually playing to. It's almost like they start passing to each other because they see Jota starting to be the man scoring the goals or something. So,
how can I conspiracy theory?
It's just all right. But you almost see like when Jota come, all of a sudden now they have another dimension for scoring goals.
For sure.
Right? He
was a breath of fresh air to Liverpool.
And right now, what you're looking at is, so I think you're seeing, all right, Trent is severely out of form going forward.
And how Robbo looking too? He looking much better than Trent, you know?
He ain't looking as bad though. But
okay.
this last 2 games, Trent get better. But then you're still seeing Firmino, yes, good touches, good flicks. But dog, he ain't looking like he's scoring anything.
I always tell my brother this, and I'll come back again. And this is not to raise anything. This is to me why Sir Alex was the best entry. Coaches fall in love with players too much. After 3 or 4 years, when that mill started to turn, brother, if you're not producing, you're gone. You know?
With Fergie.
You're gone, dog. I don't care if he's my son, I will sell you.
Bye. Because if you watch even Manchester United, so say I don't give Bruno Maguire, the fellas not getting a rest. If you look at the game Saturday going with Everton, 2 goals is because of Maguire. And you know both sides, when we play Spurs, Maguire was rubbish.
That was an enjoyable game.
Rubbish.
That was enjoyable.
And I'll tell somebody this study. If that was Nemanja Vidic, he was going to say somebody hold my beer, that ball, wherever I come, I get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you kick him, he don't care. You know?
But a different, but all you're seeing like is a different kind of. I don't want to say it's millennials, but you're seeing a different kind of player And it's almost like there's overthink things though, like in the back. So I was watching it with Allison, and I was watching it with even Rudiger own goal he score. I watching these men, these defenders in situations when they have a situation where there's not an easy open pass, they're thinking too much. Yeah. Where it's not so long ago, 5 years ago, if so much. Men, defenders, when they have a situation where it's like I don't know what to do. Yeah, you boot the ball outside though, like you kick it outside
over the stadium. Yep.
Just kick it out.
But Andre, it have a catch-22 with that. There are coaches now.
For throws?
No, there are coaches now that will not pick you if you do not play out the back. There are coaches will tell you, play that short pass into that guy, and when it goes through, it looks good. What? Come out the back there, boy. Mikalata is one of them. Emery's one of them, and I think that's how he lost his job, kind of to it.
But they say that until even Klopp come out though after Allison horror show and say he could have kicked it out. They go say that thing until it's time for when
has Allison ever been that guy?
Been one guy.
He don't kick it out. He just play it out the back.
Right.
Guys, Allison, right? True.
Just had a blown moment, Daddy. Just had a blown moment, but.
And I will tell you something, always. And I hate picking up other sides, boy. Van Dijk used to cover real sins, though. Footballing sins. That man used to kick it out. Yeah, no, but not only that, he could pass long, but with Trent, seeing Trent so exposed, dog, the man has no cover, dog. Because it's two central midfielders they're playing there. And they don't cover Trent. They don't cover Trent. Hard luck. When you get beat, that's it.
I think people underestimating, I think people this kind of shows that people understate how important a centre back is. So playing with
not just as centre back, not just as
no, but I'm saying playing with two midfielders and centre back, you might think they could pass whatever, but they are not defenders.
No.
So anyway,
I hear a man say something, and it was true because them pundits talking as a defender, you have to be a pessimist though. Mm-hmm. I have to think, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
I had to cover that one time. I can't be like, all right, he's going to get that ball. No. If he misses, what am I going to do though? Come on.
And that's literally what you tend to see when you watch slow motion replay of when you talk about Maguire, what you typically see when you're watching a world-class defender, what you typically see is they'll be the first one to start thinking danger, So
yeah, for sure.
This fellow on Manchester United is actually their best defender in the brain. Yeah, Bailly is the best.
Yeah,
And Bailly, and that's the problem with Lindelof and Maguire. They don't complement each other.
Yeah,
no.
You cannot have two slow centre backs. But Bailly, you cannot have two slow centre backs. So Bailly, when Bailly and Lindelof, when Bailly and Maguire playing, Maguire just look like a totally different player. You know why? Because he know Bailly good in the air,
and he real wild, and he gain anyway.
Bailly is village. Bailly is the African village.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up.
Yeah. And he might injure himself too.
That's the problem. So
the man is injured every game, man.
Yeah, but and look, this is what I will say, right? And people telling me I'm crazy. I will sell Bailly.
You will sell because of that?
If I could get Messi, right? But Messi could only play me 5 games of the year.
Right.
And I could probably take Arsenal big Pepe. But Pepe is not good as Messi, but he actually played 35 games of the year.
You know what I headache?
Consistency.
You're gonna play Messi. You're gonna play Messi against Man City, Liverpool.
You understand? But the catchy point at the moment, right?
I don't want to bad talk Pepe because he actually looking like he's trying right now. So I ain't go bad.
On the left. On the
left. Because he can't play on the right.
All of a sudden he can't play on the right. But so I think Manchester United come in third. I think Manchester United. Sorry.
I was telling him, I look at sides are fighting for relegation. So there you go.
and then right. So relegation. I think the worst team I see in the league right now is actually West Brom. And then so Sheffield had a bad start in terms of the results. They started to get some small results, draws and win and thing. They are not the worst looking team. The worst looking teams when you watch them play when they're playing bad. The worst teams when they have bad games is West Brom is the worst team. And then you have Crystal Palaces look real bad when they bad. When they bad, they look real bad.
Andrew, it's not that. It's not that. With no Zaha, there's no Palace though. It's like
when they bad, and then the next team that's look real bad is Newcastle. But
Newcastle
I actually
for
think,
sure. Yes.
But I actually think it's just going to be it's going to be West Brom, Fulham, and Sheffield will go down.
Of course, yeah, I think so too.
But, which is unfortunate for Fulham and Sheffield because they actually just play good ball and think they just need a better forward. They need better forwards.
I think as you are telling, Fulham was playing real good football, though, but they just can't score. They can't score.
Display.
Proper football.
So who you think going down, Sian?
Sheffield. I can't see Sheffield come up.
Yeah.
Nah, the hole too big. Hole too deep.
11 points now? 11 points.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, 11 points. Yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think they're probably like 4 points from safety. I think so.
No, they're actually 12 points from safety. Burnley at 23.
Yeah, they're going down. West Brom going down.
Yep. West Brom on 12 points.
I think Fulham can survive.
They're 8 points behind Burnley.
How much?
8 points.
We'll have a long way to go in. I think we like 20-some games to like.
Yeah.
No.
Burnley?
Not so far, man.
There's 16 points, 16 games to go. Some have 15 games.
More.
No, honestly, yes, Fulham will go down, but the season's so weird now.
Burnley does beat. I think Burnley has beat enough sides to go.
A lot of players going to pick up injury because Champions League is next week.
Yeah, boy. You see that will cost something.
FA Cup kicking in.
FA Cup is this week.
Is every what?
FA Cup is this week.
Yeah, it's every 4 days or something. So is a game or
every like 2 or 3 days though.
Yeah, so it just have certain sides was lucky. Liverpool was unlucky. But think about it. Years now, Liverpool and really get injuries.
Not a big thing, yeah.
You probably might get injuries. Man, you know, start to pick up.
There's usually so Liverpool is usually get two. There's usually get Henderson out for a while, and then one of the centre backs, Matip or whoever, right?
And Gomez, for both. Sure.
Yeah.
Pickford mash up the league, boy. Pickford just take out the man.
How's that red card?
All the Liverpool friends I have always cry about it, but it'll just be a 3-match ban. That's it. Just be a 3-match ban. He'll still be injured.
Right,
so that could segue into the referee accountability. Referee accountability. All you think about it, Mike Dean is the topic right now. They say 2 red cards. I can't remember the one that he gave to food check that all the FPL men crying about.